Hello. In this section, we're going to have a look at the initial information that you as a manager or admin will require in order to access the health roster. So this video contains the information about the health roster, how to access it and where it is. So in order to access the health roster, you need to go onto the exchange and click on the top task applications. So once you click on there, you'll come through these screen and you can click on the health roster and you'll be redirected to the page. And here is the link for all the modules of health roster. There are a few modules within the health roster, but we do mainly use health roster and employee online. Health roster is for the managers and admin to manage the workforce of the ward or department. Employee online is for the employees to log in, view their shifts, book bank shifts, request annual leave, and also to check what shifts they've been paid and what enhancement they've been paid, what is outstanding, things like that. If you scroll further down within this page, you'll see some useful contact information there. We also updated and uploaded some of the videos that is available here. If employee wants to have a look at those videos, they can come and have a look. There are a few available here. Under policies and documents, we do have some important information available. So it does have a rostering policy, of course. It also has the health roster finalization calendar. So you click on there and it will give you the information of when you need to finalize the shift and for what period to what period it will cover. This is for fortnightly, this is for bank monthly and substantive. So you can probably arrange your calendar based on that or put a reminder if you do wish to. If you go back again, it also has the roster production timetable, which is a very important one, especially for the wards or departments where the staffing level is very important. And in this calendar, it tells you that the beginning of the rostering or roster period should start 14 weeks prior to the actual start of the roster. The addition of the purple line or roster that we call it is an automated process. So you will see the purple line will appear automatically when the time comes in for each roster. So that is 14 weeks prior to the start date of the roster. So for example, the roster that starts on 8th of April, the purple line should appear on the roster from 1st of January 2024. And it should remain open for next 6 weeks, which will allow all the staff members to request their duties if they do wish to. In terms of annual leave, staff member can request the annual leave anytime they want. However, once the roster is fully approved, they won't be able to request any annual leave for that period. But in future, they can request it. So they don't really have to wait for the roster to open to request annual leave for that particular period. So just bear that in mind. So that's first 6 weeks. It should remain open for the staff members to request leave. It does not mean that it's guaranteed that they will be doing that shift, but is there for them to request if they do need to. From the 8th week, the ward manager was or should start rostering the department, and probably within a week it should all be finished and it should be partially approved. So that is normally sits within the board itself, and board manager, once the board manager finish allocating all the duties that is required for that period, it they should be able to partially approve the roster. And then within the 1 week period after that, in 6 weeks, it should go to the senior manager. So once it's partially approved, the senior manager will receive a notification to say this is partially approved and ready for you to fully approve. Then it's up to the senior managers to look at the roster and either fully approve it or reject it and advise the manager of the improvement. And within the 5 weeks of the start of the roster, the manager should send all the unfilled duties to the bank for the bank staff members to pick it up. And it should be closed by then for staff members to view their shifts and organize themselves for when the roster will start. So this is the time shape table should be followed, especially for the boards and departments where the staffing level is required, instead of like corporate services where it may not impact much if one or two staff is off. But for the boards and some of the departments, the staffing level is crucial for them. So that's that. If you do click back on the exchange and go back to the top task and health roster, just to let you know that the link to log into the health roster and employee online is very unique for each of the staff. So we do not recommend any of the staff to go on Google and try and search for a login to employee online or health roster. It may not work. It may work in some cases, but not work on all the cases. So please bear that in mind. It is a cloud-based system, so you don't really need to log into the trust website or laptop and only access it. It can be used on the personal laptops and the personal systems too. So it's not that you have to log into the trust laptop and only access it, although we do advise to always use it on the trust laptop and access it. And that's it for now.